Consider implementing CUET from 2022 to 2023, says Jharkhand Governor to Centre. UGC announces 6-month extension for PhD thesis submission. PIL filed in Delhi High Court to restore sanitary napkin facilities in government schools. 8-year-old Zaric Makhani from VKE develops a robot. Calcutta University appointed panels on UG and PG examinations recommend offline examinations. Quality education must be provided to ashram school students, says Ajit Pawar. And a warm welcome. You're watching Education News Network, where we get you the latest developments in education at the top of this hour. This is Nitya reporting from ENN, and the daily stories are: Jharkhand Governor Ramesh Bais has urged the Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan to reconsider the decision to implement a common university entrance test from the academic session 2022 to 2023 via a letter, as informed by the officials on Saturday. In his letter, the governor drew the Union Minister's attention to issues and difficulties that are being encountered in the implementation of CUET. The governor stated, looking at the problems, it does not seem possible to follow and implement CUET for undergraduate program in the state universities from the current session. So reconsider the decision. The governor further said that the University Grants Commission chairman had sent a letter for the implementation of CUET from the academic session 2022 to 2023 for undergraduate admissions in several universities across Jharkhand. A Raj Bhavan release further stated that all state vice-chancellors, in addition to the Higher Education Department, were asked to follow the guidelines set by UGC. The university said that socio-economic background is not good for most of the students, read the release, adding that the students from tribal and backward communities are not in a position to afford the application fee for CUET, which is approximately 500 to 600. This may increase the number of dropout cases. The last day to apply for CUET exam is May 22, 2022, but there is still no clarity regarding the exam syllabus and exam pattern, the release said. The University Grants Commission recently announced a 6-month extension to PhD students for submission of their thesis work. This is the 4th such extension that has been granted over the last 2 years, while citing the pandemic-induced difficulties as the major reason behind this decision. Research guides hail this extension as they feel the quality of research would have been majorly affected due to COVID-induced difficulties. Anuradha Majumdar, Dean of Faculty of Science and Technology, University of Mumbai, has been a research guide in pharmaceutical sciences since 2007. She says over the past 2 years, a transportation ban led to disruption in the supply chain related to pharmacology in terms of equipment, chemicals, apparatus, and more. Despite having grants, PhD students were helpless as they were unable to perform laboratory experiments to enable their research and thesis work. Uma Shankar Pandey, PhD Supervisor, Department of Journalism and Mass Communication, University of Calcutta, opines that on-ground data collection was most affected at this time. In mass media, certain thesis work requires extensive groundwork, which was not possible during the pandemic. This led to a delay in data collection and thesis work. Thus, the extension is welcomed by both students and guides, he says. In 2021, there was a short period when things had started getting back on track, but the third wave of the pandemic disabled PhD students once again. It has only been about a month since PhD students in pharmacology have been able to dedicatedly work on their respective thesis. In such a situation, the 4th extension by UGC is a prudent decision, otherwise, paucity of time would affect the quality of thesis work being submitted and ultimate failures, says Majumdar. A public interest litigation has been filed in the Delhi High Court seeking the restoration of sanitary napkin facilities for girl students in government schools. The PIL says that sanitary napkins in Delhi government schools are not being provided in schools since January 2021, while adding that it is causing problems for female students. The PIL is likely to be heard by the High Court on Monday. The current PIL has been filed by an NGO social jurist via advocate Ashok Agarwal. The petition states that the distribution of sanitary napkins to girl students of government and government-aided schools had been started by the Delhi government, under which girl students enrolled in its schools will be provided sanitary napkins to maintain personal hygiene and general health, in addition of eliminating obstacles in their studies. The petitioner further said that sanitary napkins are not being distributed to female students in DOE-run schools since January 2021. It added that the restoration of this facility is critical for girl students' personal hygiene and overall health, as its absence has a negative impact on their study and attendance. A letter to the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal had also been written in this regard with a request for the immediate restoration of this facility, according to the petition. It further argued that not providing sanitary napkins is irrational, unreasonable and arbitrary, and that it is a violation of girl students' fundamental right to education as guaranteed by Articles 14, 21 and 21A of the Indian Constitution, as well as the right of children to Free and Compulsory Education Act 2009 and the Delhi School Education Act 1973. A branch of engineering that involves the conception, design, manufacture and operation of robots, robotics is one of the most notable emerging innovations of the 21st century. Machines utilized for automation increase the efficiency of production with almost negligible error. Such innovations are possible only because of unparalleled zest shown by engineers and scientists. Sowing the seeds which cultivate interest in robotics is what Victorious Kids Educares has discovered in the school's young prodigy Zaric Makhani. Zaric Makhani's keen interest in Lego sets and building things right from the age of 4 led his mother to come across an ad regarding robotics and Legos at Cyborg Robotics Academy. Zaric says, "I was really fascinated by the working of built models of the students kept in the robotics lab and did not want to wait any further to start building my own model and met my mentors who helped me understand various concepts." Speaking about what he likes about the subject, Zaric said, "What keeps me engaged is that I can design, build, understand and practically make numerous working models using various components like motors, sensors, controllers and more. It has now been more than 4 years since I have been associated with my mentors at Cyborg, and with their guidance I have been able to complete various age-appropriate robotic levels and gain specialized knowledge, skills and certifications. I really look forward to my robotics class every week and never miss it." Zaric is currently at the level of EV3 robotics. He is building prototype using various sensors like touch, color, ultrasonic, etc. along with motors and an advanced microcontroller. Post-construction of the model, we also programmed the model to work using GUI programming language, which is specially designed and can be easily understood by children. The panels appointed by Calcutta University have recommended conducting the UG and PG semester exams in offline mode, while adding that it will seek opinions from the affiliate college prior to reaching the final decision. In a statement, Vice Chancellor Sonali Chakrabarti said that chairpersons of the undergraduate boards of studies and members of the PG faculty councils recommended in support of offline examinations at both the undergraduate and postgraduate levels. She further said a meeting will be held with the principals of the affiliated colleges on May 27th for their views on the mode of examinations, adding that the views and recommendations submitted will be put forward to the syndicate on June 3rd for final consideration. Previously, it was announced by Jadavpur University and Ravindra Bharati University that they would be holding both UG and PG level examinations for different streams offline. Kalyani University too announced that it will be holding exams in online mode. A section of Ravindra Bharati University students staged a protest on the BT Road campus, protesting the decision to have an offline examination. But the varsity administrators refused to budge and insisted that the students write their exams offline. Semester exams had to be held in online mode in different higher educational institutions in the last 2 years due to the pandemic. And students in RBU and earlier in JU demanded that the semester exams be held in a similar manner this year because they had not been able to attend on offline classes beforehand and could not memorize the entire curriculum. Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar has expressed the need to provide quality education to ashram school students in the state so that they can stand on equal ground with students from urban areas. Ashram schools are a form of residential schools for tribal students. He said, like everyone else, education is a basic right of tribals. The state government is making every effort to bring the students from tribal areas at par with those residing in cities and towns. He further said that the recruitment of teachers needs to be undertaken in a transparent manner to provide quality education to ashram school students. He also informed that the Maharashtra government is making efforts to give world-class education to ashram school students, adding that ashram school students should be provided such kind of training that they are able to represent their country at world events. Just building ashram schools will not be sufficient. What is needed is quality education, he said. That's all for today. Thank you for watching Education News Network. For more such videos, do log on to our website, theENN.com, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Signing off, this is Nitya.